Prashant, Abha also joining in here. Wanted to get an understanding from you, given some of the context that you just laid out for us, where you really see growth coming from going forward. Do we look more at the domestic economy? Do we look at some of the old economy names perhaps that you see a value in at these levels? Where do you see that growth opportunity given the kind of market that we've all been watching go from record to record over the last few months?
No, I think, let me comment on the economy probably first. And I think the outlook for the economy is actually much better than it was pre-COVID, surprisingly.
Okay.
And the reasons for that are diverse, but it's, I think, almost all segments of the economy, whether it is consumption, private investment, infra investments, exports, the outlook is quite good. See, after quite a bit, we are seeing wage inflation in white-collar wages. And that's a very important, very reliable, long-term indicator. And I think that should be supportive of consumption. The affordability of homes in India is one of the best ever, driven by fairly steady real estate prices for a while.
Okay.
And lifetime low rates of mortgages. So I think there is considerable activity expected on that front. I think the post-COVID, the government's focus on infra investments, government's allocation towards capital expenditure, capital formation, and also the focus on recycling of existing assets through InvITs so that we can put up more assets. Along with the significant capital flows, external capital flows that we are seeing in this space, I think make us optimistic on the infra space as well. I think last year has also seen a very interesting development. The profitability across the board of the manufacturing or the core sectors of the economy like metals, chemicals, textiles, paper, sugar, has all gone up very sharply. Corporate leverage is, I think, between a 10 and 15-year low. Demand conditions are quite decent. So I think even industrial capex, I think this time should recover, and the confidence on that front is pretty high. And finally, I think what has happened due to the disruption in the supply chain caused in China due to COVID and the over-dependence on that single country has led to a keen desire amongst buyers to de-risk or adopt a China plus one strategy. And given the fact that India's manufacturing wages are half of China, and this country offers scale, availability of skilled manpower, land, resources, etc., and the support of the government by way of PLI scheme, tariff, non-tariff policies, I think even the outlook for India gaining export share is pretty decent. So I firmly believe that the outlook for economic growth for India over next few years is probably much better than what we have experienced in the last 10 to 15 years.